Can you guess what we're going to be talking about today? Can you take a guess? So Stranger Things 4 came out, and it was honestly, I was really hoping that it would be my all-time favorite season so far for the series, and before Volume 2, it was definitely on par with Season 1. But then Volume 2 came out, and it's not bad. No, I don't dislike it at all. It is just below phenomenal. But there are a lot of writing issues. It seems that's always what it comes down to, is writing issues, which, duh. But this isn't going to be a Stranger Things Season 4 review. That'll probably come later in the month and or sometime before Season 5, so I can do like a whole series review before the series finale. This is going to be a theoretical video that I've already made a Twitter post about, and I've already made a TikTok post about, but if you don't know what it is, the title gave it away. I have a feeling I know what the next monster is going to be, and so I kind of just wanted to put it out there with a little bit more added from what I've already mentioned in my Twitter post and my TikTok. So the Duffer Brothers love D&D, and they love introducing like a new D&D type of monster every single season for the most part, and there's specifically one thing that Nancy says in episode 8. I could actually show the TikTok right here.
Giant creature with a gaping mouth.
A creature with a gaping mouth. Now, here's the thing. Nancy has fought a Demogorgon, and she's played D&D before. She knows what a Demogorgon looks like. She's been around the kids, she knows all those things. She knows what a Demodog is. She's aware of what a Demobad is. She's also fought the Mind Flayer before, and she literally just fought Vecna. She knows all of these monsters and their names. But when she mentioned that there was an army with monsters and one with a giant gaping mouth, that means she doesn't exactly know what it is. We can go on a limb here and be like, okay, she's not naming them specifically because she just wants to imply that it is just a bunch of Demogorgons or whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's run with that theory. If that's the case, why not just say an army of Demogorgons? Why not just say an army of Demodogs, you know? And when she said a creature with a gaping mouth and not the Mind Flayer, what is she talking about? And why can't she recognize it? It has to be a new monster. And I haven't seen anybody mention it outside of my posts, so I want to be the first on YouTube to say it. I have a 99% feeling I know what the main baddie is going to be in Season 5 for this series finale. The final monster is going to be the Beholder. This guy right here, one of my favorite monsters from D&D. Funny enough.
The Beholder is a foul and evil beast who came up from the underworld and destroyed all things of beauty in the valley.
You know, when he's this small, he's not really all that threatening, but who? The Beholder? Why the Beholder? You might be asking. Well, other than the fact that he came out in the 70s and he's one of the most popular D&D monsters ever, even being on the Monster Manual, the Beholder is such a cunning, dangerous, witty, and beloved character in the D&D franchise that the monsters, especially like all the little subsection of Beholders that come out of it, they're always very popular. They're especially my favorite. So it would make sense that the Duffer Brothers wanted to implement the Beholder at some point, although there are other running theories that I really like from some TikTok comments that mentioned it under my post, which those also make sense, and I would love to see those too. Now, that doesn't mean we can't see those other monsters in the army, but there's a main reason that I wanted to pull out the Beholder. See, the Beholder loves to hide, and there's a good chance that we may have never seen the Beholder up until this point, because he hides. Now, this is a monster filled with anxiety, and there's a great video all about Beholders, which I can show right here, like right there. That was my mouth doing that pop sound, by the way. And I'll link it in the description because this channel is just so good at explaining D&D stuff, but basically the Beholder is an anxious piece of shit, and if he is scared of something, he will get as far away from it as possible, send his minions to destroy it, and destroy any single thing of what scares him. On top of that, he just keeps hiding himself deeper and deeper away, so it wouldn't be entirely impossible if to say that the Beholder has been there all along, kind of just running the upside down, and when Vecna was introduced and he started playing around, he might have either created a pact with the Beholder, or there's some sort of, you know, underlying world domination thing that the Beholder wants to have and couldn't quite achieve it until Vecna got there. And there's a lot of other theories about maybe Vecna could become the Beholder and yada yada yada. However, I would also like to mention that there could be other monsters, like probably smaller, that aren't the Beholder, that could also kind of implement themselves. Now, if the Duffer Brothers and Stranger Things in general want to keep with 80s nostalgia and all, I think that they would do a really good, like, George A. Romero Living Dead type of homage by implementing zombies. Yeah, zombies are very tired out, but the thing is, zombies do exist in D&D, and it wouldn't naturally be zombies. It could always be that the Upside Down is just transforming and kidnapping Hawkins citizens to convert them into Upside Down zombies. And then that's how they start taking over the town and all the monsters start spilling out in the whole world domination plot. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. They'll also have the Demodogs running around, the Demogorgons running around, the Demobats flying everywhere. Vecna's over here creating his little columns of people, and the Beholder, if he exists, doesn't really have to fear the upside. He doesn't have to fear the world above that he is entering anymore, because it's being transformed into what he wants now, and so that would be pretty dope to see. You get your George A. Romero zombie homages to the 80s, you can have an apocalyptic Mad Max type of feel, you get the Beholder, you can introduce new monsters. It'd be cool to see Gelatinous Cube made out of human flesh and blood and stuff, and that would be an homage to the Blob. Wow, that's crazy. We got a little bit of that with the Mind Flayer in season 3. Yeah, this is gonna be where a lot of deaths happen. This is gonna be a lot of interesting theories to play around with. But the last thing I want to say is that a lot of people have been saying, and this isn't something that I'm theorizing, this is just what people have told me and I've seen people talk about, cast the Bloody Handed being Eddie. I'm sure somebody's going to make a more detailed video about it soon on YouTube, so I don't really want to go too in-depth with it, but cast the Bloody Handed would make sense. And yeah, that's where I'm probably going to cut this video with that last little theoretical thing. I just wanted to make it a short little video, but let me know what you guys think. If you really like this video, share it around. And if you want to see some more Stranger Things content, let me know specifically what, because I can definitely make some videos for you guys. So that's going to be everything. Hopefully we do see the Beholder in Stranger Things Season 5, and bye guys.